What's up, my dudes? I think we are now live. What up, dogs? How we doing tonight? Oh, wait. I think we are now live. What up, dogs? How we doing tonight? Oh, that was awkward. My computer over there was talking to me. So what's up, guys? Couple things I need from you first and foremost is how is the audio? I'm trying something new. Usually I have this like low fancy mic, but today we're going wireless because we're doing a waxing clinic. I don't know if you guys can see back here. We got a whole bunch, maybe it's over there. We're gonna be going super nerdy, super ham on the nerd of waxing your snowboard. Let me take that back. We're gonna do a basic guide to waxing your snowboard, and then if you guys have any questions about actually waxing your snowboard, let me know. So definitely in the chat right now, let me know how is the audio. I don't have ambient music, so if you're wondering, I don't have that. But let me know how the audio is. Is it too loud? Is it not loud enough? You guys let me know because I can adjust that. That's the first thing. The next thing is we are gonna be giving away some wax. It's gonna be, Pearl is kind enough to actually be giving away some wax. So it comes with we're giving away a scraper and 3 different waxes that you guys can win. And if you don't win or you just want to get some freaking wax and support local and support me, there is a 20% discount code that you can use on their whole entire site. They do have wax, irons, scrapers, and a whole bunch of other really sick stuff that is just can't really think about right now. But dudes, what's up, everybody? Let's go. Corey, what up? Says, seen you at Keystone today. I was so hyped today at Keystone. You guys literally have no idea how sick Keystone was. The 3 things happened today. 1, it was sunny, and I just felt good about being on my snowboard. It was one of those like, it just felt good. That was 1. 1 was being on snow. 2 is I got to link up with another YouTuber, somebody who I've never linked up with, and I got to like just have a good time. Got to just ride, and it wasn't. We did make a little YouTube video together, but it was more about just like getting to know this dude who is freaking sick. So I'm gonna be dropping a video on Friday. I have 2 more videos that I've already made, but I'm gonna put those kind of to the side, and then I'm gonna put this video up because I think it's gonna be very important for you guys to see. It is going to be, the video that I'm making with that person is 5 tips on how to have, 5 beginner tips on early season riding, but like how do you become more awesome in the early season without getting broke off. So I give you guys some nice tips for you guys. And the guest also has a really sick tip, so I'm really pumped. It's gonna be a really good one. We also got Jeremy is in here, also known as Javo. What up, dog? So I'm so pumped that a bunch of you guys are here. Here in a hot second, we're gonna do the wax clinic. So this is how it runs, just so you guys know. If you guys have any specific questions, I'm gonna do my best to get to those after the waxing clinic. So ask some questions. If you want your question answered first, feel free to donate, and I'm gonna put that on the priority list. Use the link in the description below. It puts up a little thing on the screen. It's pretty dope. I do appreciate that. But I'm gonna say what's up to you guys here. We're gonna jump back here in the studio. We're gonna wax some of our snowboard. I have another computer screen that's over here that I'm gonna be able to keep up with the chat. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, this is not about me. This is about you guys waxing your snowboards. So I'm gonna be kind of bouncing back and forth between the chat and the live stream. So that was really cool. And then there's a lot of you guys who have like never been here before. I see a whole bunch of names popping up. So we're gonna say what's up to you guys. We're gonna do a waxing clinic. We're gonna do a giveaway. You have to be present during the giveaway. The way the giveaway is gonna work is once we're done with the waxing clinic, I'm gonna say a special keyword. And you gotta type that word in the chat to be eligible for the giveaway. So it's gonna be some wax, free wax from Pearl and a scraper, get you guys started. So you're gonna have to put that word in the chat, whatever that word is in the chat. And then I use a third-party app that randomly draws a winner, and that's gonna be the person that DMs me on Instagram. I link them up with Pearl Wax. You get the free stuff. There's no bias. It is literally a random thing, and because I wanna be fair, and I want you guys to be stoked. I wanna be like, everybody has an equal chance. Everybody. That's right? I just want to hook you guys up. So, dude, you guys are popping off in the chat. What's up, dude? This is so freaking sick. Taylor says, I'm from Vancouver. Let's go. Cat My Man Snow says, what's up, my dudes? Dude, I love it. I'm so hyped. Dre says, hey, Tommy, I just bought a new board and took it to the back country snowboarding and a rock gave it a gnarly cut in the board. No big deal since it's on a flat part. Well, that's actually a really good point. You should go to a local shop and ask the dude that's there, be like, hey, what up, bro? Do you have P-Tex? And you can actually fill that in with P-Tex. Now, I do not have any content on P-Tex. P-Tex is essentially like a base filler. You have to have, you have to burn it at a high temperature to really get it to adhere to your board, or else it's gonna crack off and stuff. You may have to re-P-Tex, depending how gnarly it is. You may have to re-P-Tex probably every 3 or 4 days you ride. Depending, obviously, I don't know the exact extent of your gnarly scratch, but if you can fill that in, I personally just never worry about it, because if it slows me down 0.5%, I'm not gonna notice. But if it gets water in your base and then the water freezes and starts expanding, contracting, that's your issue, because your board will start to separate, and that's not sick. Dude, we got a bunch of you guys. Michael, what up? He says the audio is good. Jeremy says the audio is good. I'm so hyped because I've never used this wireless setup with you guys, and I get nervous because I don't want it to like sound terrible, you know what I mean? And I had it like up here a little bit ago, and I kept scratching my neck, and I know that's not sick because it sounds like trash. So if at any point I need to adjust it, you guys just let me know. Just let me know. And then I also have, dude, we just got a donation. Let's go. Dude, yo, Sean Roman, dude, for the boy, dropping that $20. Let's go. Thank you so much. Dude, we still got to ride, dude. We got to ride. I was jealous of you riding the other day. Today? Yesterday? Dude, thank you so much for the $20, dude. Let's go. And just so you guys know, big shout out to Derek. You guys can't see it right now, but I got a NAS system. So you guys have put all your donations is literally paying for stuff for the channel. So I got a NAS system, which means I have 27 terabytes of storage, which I can put all my YouTube videos on. So today I filmed about 60 gigs of footage times 10, 600 gigs. We start adding up. And so I'm really hyped to be able to have that storage. So big shout out to Derek. So thank you so much. All of your guys' money is literally going back into the channel, and I appreciate that. So yeah, let's answer some of the chat real quick. Let's say what's up to everybody, and then we're gonna get into the nerd. So we got S Van Lith says, don't forget to smash that like button. Dude, thank you so much. We got Stoke Dog 8 here. We also have L Stackers, what up, dog? Adventure says, yo. Jono, dude, Jono, just so you guys know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And if you've been on this live chats before, you know it's 3 o'clock in the morning, because I say it every time. Big shout out to Jono for being up at 3 o'clock in the morning to support the boy. Come hang out, talk about snowboarding. You're amazing. We also got Manolo, what up, dude? How you doing, buddy? Aaron Snowboards, let's go. We haven't been hanging out as much, dude. I know. So I used to play video games a lot. And since the snowboard season hit, I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock, 9:30, feeling good, popping a melatonin, hitting the hay, and just trying to sleep, trying to feel good so I could pop out some content, push out some content for you guys. We also got Kyle in here. What up, dog? Rifle Life. Yo, where's Tommy? What up, dude? I was a little late. My bad. Linda. Dude, Linda, you're so sick. Oh, cool. First time I've seen the waiting before a stream gets started. Dude, you're here early. Let's go. Don R6, my dude with the freaking emojis. Linda, anyone get on the mountain already? I've gone snowboarding twice. Yesterday, it snowed about 4 inches at Keystone, and it literally was so cold. I was taking a snowboard selfie for you guys on the Instagram. My hand froze so flipping much. It was scary. It was like scary, but like exciting because it's cold, because it's snowing finally. And then today was so sunny, so stoked on that. Derek, yo, see Derek's in the chat. What up, dog? Tristan says, yo, Tommy, what up, dude? Derek says the audio sounded prime. I appreciate that, dude. Keep going down. The Adventure Time says good audio. What up, dog? Michael, appreciate you being out here. Dude, Scott Knight, dude, I saw your flipping, your pow turns on your Instagram. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's see. James says Casey, question mark. I don't know what you mean. Oh, is it Casey? No, it's not Casey. North Dakota. Dude, there's a bunch of you guys in here today. This is sick. We are going to get super nerdy on some wax. This is dope. Just so you guys know, I have like one of the chat boxes open over here. That's why I keep looking away from you guys. Actually, I'm going to pop the chat. I'm going to pop it right here. There we go. So I'm not so rude, right? I want to look at you guys. Donnie says, is this the, whoa, let's go ahead and not say that. That's weird. Anyone Any of my mods out here? That was weird. Let's see. Thomas says, got any tips for hiking powder? Dude, take your time. Don't over sweat because your goggles will fog and you'll be pissed. Dude, bro from India. Let's go. Kuldeep, what up, dog? That's sick, dude. We also got the Blakesley. What up, dog, with the $2 super chat. Let's go, dude. Mods, do your job, right, dude? What's up, dude? Gotta help me out here. 63 people in the chat, dude. We're about 64 people. Dude, I'm super hyped. So should we dive into waxing our snowboards? There is, like, sometimes, guys, just so you know, your free trial of, oh my gosh, some of these stuff coming in here is kind of funny, actually. So what I was also gonna say was, so with waxing, which we're about to get into here, with waxing, you can be as nerdy or as quick and easy as you want. It really depends on your application and your end goal, which we'll talk about here in a minute. Sometimes I wax my board in 5 minutes because I'm in a rush and I just need it just to add a little juice. Sometimes I'll spend a full hour. Now it just depends on what the application is and what you want out of it, right? So if you want to be hitting the biggest jump in the world, or you're trying to go to the Olympics and win a race, you want to spend an hour, 2 hours on your board, if not more. But if you're a casual person, yeah, there's ways that you can spend 4 hours. That's totally okay. But then there's some times where, like, you don't want to spend 4 hours. So there's a lot of different methods. There's a lot of different ways to wax your snowboard. This is how I do it. This is how I've been taught. I have a lot of nerd, a lot of knowledge on waxing. But at the end of the day, I want you to just find your own groove, because as much as waxing is a science, it is an art, and find a way that makes it super doable and achievable for you. For me, I wax every 2 to 4 days. So I'm waxing all the time. And just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory right now, no diss against any shops. Shops are amazing. And if you want the convenience of, like, the ski doctor to come do your board, all about it, so down. If you want to wax your snowboard, usually a wax is like 30 bucks. This thing right here is like $37. You could probably get about 20 waxes out of this brick of wax. No joke, no lie, like straight up. So you can actually get a lot out of this thing. And that's what I do. I just wax it on. Teach you in a second. I'm gonna wax it on. This thing lasts a long time. Yes, you buy this. You buy an iron, you buy a scraper, and you're the basics of waxing, you're good to go. This is a universal wax. This is a pearl all temp. It has a broader range of temperature. And then you have different ones, which is like this one right here is blue. Blue's a little bit colder. Yellow is a little bit more of that springtime. And what's my favorite part about pearl wax specifically, and big shout out to pearl wax, it's biodegradable. So if you scrape this off in the parking lot, you don't have to feel guilty because it is biodegradable. And then they also have some other ones that are like just a different performance, different kind of wax. So we're gonna be waxing with this one. So big shout out to them. If you guys are looking for wax, 20% off it's down below in the comments. It's also on the side. So let's move on. If you guys have any issues, you guys got any problem with the audios or anything, you guys let me know. Speak up. I want to hear from you. And we're going to go wax our snowboard. So I'm going to do my best to move the chair out of the way. Everything should be pretty much set up over here. The whole goal with the wireless microphone is that no matter where I go, you guys should be able to hear me. And this thing's all, here we go. This, sorry if it's a bunch of noise and stuff. Okay. So, can everybody see me? What's up, dudes? My name's Tommy Bennett. We're gonna do a waxing clinic, and I'm gonna move my computer over here real quick so I can see everybody, and everybody can see me. Gotta chat it up. We got a whole bunch of you Rusty Nail Riders just popped in. What up, dog? Connix says, which brand of wax? Where to buy? Pearlwax.com. These guys are a local company based out of just down the street from me, like 20, 30 minutes away. Great family. Jill, she's amazing. And so I support them. I actually ride for their team. I ride their wax every single day. Super pumped on that. So so just so you guys know, I have a brand new snowboard here. There's a lot of misconception when it comes to having a brand new snowboard. I find it that a brand new snowboard needs to be waxed. Yes, there is wax on here, but it's not designed specifically for your temperature range. Tomorrow's gonna be cold, dudes. It's super cold out there. it's super cold out there, so I want to wax a cold wax to make sure that I'm doing that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull this snowboard apart. So, I don't know about you guys, but unraveling or unwrapping a snowboard is like Christmas. I know some of you guys just got some snowboards, so hopefully you guys are stoked on that. Here we go. So I got a brand new snowboard here. Big shout out to Academy Snowboards. I will be doing a product review on this board. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're going to get nerdy. I'm going to tell you why this board is sick and who this board is for, but that's for another day. All right. So I kind of, dude, no joke. I'm kind of really hyped right now because like standing and like talking to you guys is like actually really fun. So when it comes to wax, make sure you guys have a ventilated area. That's going to be the first thing. Make sure your area is ventilated. Make sure that you have the things that you're going to need is you're going to need an iron. Let's cover this really fast. Not going to get super in depth. I like using wax specific irons for two reasons. One, there's no holes in this iron that's going to get clogged with wax or waste wax or burn wax or on the inside. It's just nice. It's one solid metal piece. This metal piece also allows the wax to heat up more equally throughout the whole entire heating element versus just in a hot spot and it becomes like way more of a pain in the butt. That's one. Also, the material on those cheap Walmart irons, they scratch really easily. So imagine you have a burr on your edge of your snowboard. Well, with that burr, you're going to scratch this. This has a burr on here, and then you wave your iron across your board. You just make all these micro scratches and micro tears in your snowboard. It's counterproductive. Spend a little, a couple extra bucks, get a specific wax iron. The other thing is you have temperature controls, which you need to be melting the wax at a certain temperature to optimize the adhesion to the board. So, like I said, boys, girls, everyone out here, we're gonna get a little nerdy when it comes to waxing our snowboard, but not overly nerdy. Big kind of a self-promotion here, guys. I met up with a pro US team snowboard border cross racer who was like podiumed at a World Cup event. Like, whoa. We actually did the nerdiest waxing video you've ever done. I filmed that on Sunday. I think I filmed it Friday, actually. And so that's going to be coming out pretty soon too. So first, you need an iron. The next thing you need to do is figure out what your temperature is for tomorrow. So on every single wax that you'll get there on the box or the packaging, it's going to state what temperature range this is for. So I know that tomorrow is going to be cold. So I'm going to look at the side of the box and it says that blue is for, so I think it's about 15 to 20 degrees. So this on here, it says 0 degrees to 15. I traditionally wax just a little bit colder than the recommended amount. So if tomorrow is, let's say tomorrow is 20 degrees, I would use this one because it's set for 15. It's slightly colder. And what the difference is your wax has different hardnesses. This, and you test that by taking your thumbnail and you can actually like push into it. This one, my nail barely goes in. On some of the other ones, it's a lot softer. So colder snow requires a harder wax. So we got our iron, we got our wax. We also need a scraper, which I have it somewhere because I will be scraping this bad boy as well. Sorry, I am prepared, trust me. It's just over here. So like I said, here I can do like kind of a close up real quick. So this wax is like really soft and my nail can like really just dig into this thing. It's super soft where, the blue one's a little bit more firm. This one's like super firm. All right, so moving over. Like I said, scraper. So we're gonna get into the wax. The whole point of waxing is to increase your speed, especially for snowboarding. There are waxes that slow you down, but we're trying to get a wax that makes you go faster. So the first thing is figure out what temperature you need to wax for tomorrow, and then you're gonna wax that wax. So I'm using a blue wax because tomorrow's gonna be cold. Like I said, blue, cold. So I got these two pieces. I'm gonna turn the iron on. Now, most of the boxes that you'll see will have a suggested melting temperature. The goal is to get the wax to adhere to the snowboard and them to like come together to be able to go faster. There is this thing on your board. It's like a tire tread. It's called structure, but there is like a tire tread on your board. Now imagine you're cruising down the highway, it's snowing, and your tread is completely filled, or essentially like a bald tire. You don't have grip, right? It's less productive. So if you just cake on a bunch of wax, yes, you're still gonna go fast, but if you clear some of that wax off, you're gonna be able to expose some of the tire tread, so to speak, and you're gonna be able to have a balance of performance and speed. More of the story is, if you don't scrape, you're gonna go fast, but if you do scrape, which we'll get into a little bit later, you will go faster. So I'm gonna turn the iron on. So we'll talk about that later, but the moral of the story, what I was trying to get at is you have to adhere the wax to the board with a certain temperature. So I'm gonna turn this bad boy on. Okay, I'm gonna say what up to you guys in the chat, make sure I'm not missing too much. Yes, this is more of a live stream clinic versus a live stream kind of Q&A in the beginning, because I want to be able to answer as many questions as possible. Jono, what up, dog? L Stackers, Thomas, Matthew, what up, dude? Thank you for being a mod. Jeremy Javo is here. Kyle is here. Rusty Nail Riders is here. Christian says, yo, what up, dog? And then what about cleaning the base? Dude, that's going to be a great question. You may have to ask me that one again, because we're going to be talking about that for sure. Snowboard KRSK says, hi, boss. What up, dog? Jackson, what up, dude? Says, sup, Tommy. What up, dog? So we are doing a wax clinic here in a little bit. We will be doing a giveaway, just so you guys know. I'm going to scoot this down just a little bit. So when you're waxing, there's a couple different ways that you can apply the wax. What I like to do is I like to be a little bit more conservative. So what I do is this method called crayon it on. So I first start by taking the wax, and I'm actually just gonna rub it back and forth and cover the whole entire board. What this does, it gives me a little bit of a insurance plan in case, we're gonna talk about burning smoke here in a second. Let's go right there. So it's like an insurance plan, just to make sure that every single part of your board is going to be covered. If I accidentally miss a spot, well, I just know that there's going to be wax on the board. So that's going to be the first and foremost thing that you're going to do. So I just go ahead and take my wax and crayon it on. Now the next part that you're going to do is you're going to tap your brick of wax to the iron, and then you're going to slide down the board immediately. And I'm going to explain why we do this here in a second. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to touch it, and I'm going to slide. And you guys will see here in a second what it looks like, because I'll show you. So I'm just going to go, and you can even hear like that. So I just want to tap and drag, tap and drag. Also, there will be a little bit of drippage, but just make sure you're managing where those drips go and go back and forth. So I'm going to continue to do this because I just want to kind of get it done for you guys. And then I'm going to show you the bottom of the board. But with the crayon method, what's really nice about this method is it's conservative. I'm not just dripping a bunch of wax and wasting the wax, because I'm trying to maximize my wax, not necessarily, save a bunch of money, but it's like, I don't want to have to go buy this over and over and over, but I also don't want to scrape off a bunch of wax in the end, because then if I have like 6 inches of wax, that's miserable. If I have a nice layer, that's manageable. And then of course, if you do it this way, you're going to save some money as well. So doing a nice little, trying to get every single spot that you can, and then some of it will be dripping on the ground, and dripping on the board. I try to spread that around. I'm just doing it that way. So I'm gonna settle this down right here. Please don't fall over on me, my dude. There we go. So I'm gonna try to flip this up for you guys. So this is what the board is gonna look like. Like I said, there's some drippage here, and I tried to just smooth that out as much as possible. But you're gonna notice that I'm able to, maybe like up here, you're gonna be able to see where I'm able to crayon it. But then over here, this whole top side I haven't done yet, so that's gonna be blank. But what I wanna do is cover the whole entire board using this method, and I can actually see, especially on like a dark base like this, you're gonna be able to see that I've missed a spot or not. Does that make sense so far to everybody? Great tips to not over cover the base to too much wax. Oh, trust me guys, when it's like -6 degrees out, your thumbs are cold and you're trying to scrape this thing, you're gonna thank me for not over waxing. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit more. Okay. So you may be asking, hey Tommy, should I do the tip and tail? And I say yes. The reason why you want to do the tip and tail is just for overall maintenance. That's definitely a good thing. You want to keep those pores filled with wax. But in addition to that, your snowboard, if you're on like a 3-inch powder day, your snowboard actually hits snow, or your nose of your board actually hits the snow first. So instead of creating drag, let's just create some slickness. So there is a performance aspect to waxing, but you also want to take care of your board. So I'm just gonna finish with the nose and tail, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. So to reiterate, I crayon it on to evenly disperse the wax. I also crayon it to prevent a bunch of dripping and mess, but I'm also a lot more economical with that because I'm not just wasting a bunch of wax. Okay. Okay, so Manolo says he does drip. Yeah, dripping is definitely an option. I stay away from it for those reasons. Also, dripping leads to it's really easy just to add too much wax on there. Also, if your wax is too hot, you may like make some inconsistencies. But again, half of this is art, half of this is science. You got to find what works for you. This method I've been doing my whole entire life, but this is also what the pro athletes do, and this is how they do it. So I'm gonna follow what those dudes do. Now, the next thing is we actually got to melt the wax on. So I'm gonna start at this end of the snowboard, and I'm moving my iron in a straight train track-like line, just straight down. The reason I like to do that is that I can control how hot that board is, and I'm able to know exactly where I've gone and where I haven't. Yes, you can use the circular motion, totally fine, but I find it to be inconsistent where this spot gets too hot and then this one doesn't and this one gets hot. Remember, the goal is to get the wax to adhere to the board optimally, and by doing this method, it's just a lot more consistent and predictable. Now, as I'm waxing from this end to this end, I like to go, my first pass, I like to go from the nose of the snowboard to the tail, because traditionally your snow is going from this side really fast. Sorry about that. Really fast that way. So I'm gonna go in a straight line. You guys will see that here. Come here, little quarter. So then what I'm looking for, which I'll try to show you here in a second, is I'm gonna make a smooth, nice pass, and I'm looking at the end of the wax to see about a 3-inch melting kind of trail, like a little comet trail. So if I'm going too fast, it's not gonna melt. But if I go too slow, it's gonna get heat up too much. So I'm constantly moving, but not super fast, not super crazy, but not slow as well. And then I'm gonna look back here. So if you guys can see this, let's see if I can do it really quick. You're gonna see that that shiny part right there is where it melted, and it's already getting super smooth. And I know, maybe the lighting isn't the best, but I'll be able to show you guys here in a second a little bit more of a closer look. So yes, I just let go of the iron. So I want to try to find that groove again. Because I stopped and go, I may have to like kind of start over and scoop back. So I'm going to now go forward, just nice and smooth. Try to hit all the little wax spots and keep going from end to end. So this is going to this is a great opportunity for me to continue to wax my snowboard while answering some of your guys' questions. So I'm not going to scroll all the way up, but I'm going to scroll here. Engen says, for a dry board, the drip works better. Yes and no, because at the end of the day, you're just trying to add wax. I may have to add more crayon onto that versus drip, but the drip, yes, will add a lot more wax. So, you know, you could go either way. Personal preference on that one for sure, Engen. Okay, so I'm trying to not burn my base. Tommy Higgs says, does it matter? Does it make a difference moving from? I don't know what you mean, my dude. What do you mean? Does it really make a difference from moving? Maybe I missed what you were saying. From nose to tail. Oh, that's a great question. So in theory, right, there's like parts of me want to be able to make sure my board is performing at an optimal rate, right? I want my board to be going X fast. Now, I could spend more time to get that X to be even faster, maybe 10 more percent, 3 more percent, 1%. But if you think about have you ever pet a dog before? How everything goes like one way? Well, I kind of want everything to go one way and to get all the wax in there versus going against the grain. You're essentially trying to make that when you're actually snowboarding that it's going from the nose to the tail as if you're putting your hand on a dog's back and you're going that way versus like imagine trying to go the other way. And it might, imagine going the other way, it may be a little slower, but we're also talking a couple percent, right? So if I'm talking 3% slower, does it really matter? That's up to you. I personally like going nose to tail to know that everything's going in the same direction, and it just makes it easier, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. But great question. I like that question for sure. Awesome. Thanks for the great explanation. Let's go. Kyle, what up, dog? How you doing, dude? Kyle says, use Pearl Wax. Dude, Pearl Wax, 20% off discount code for sure. Linda says, Tommy, stop looking at the chat and move the iron. So I was talking to my pro border cross friend. His name's Senna Leith. I actually taught him. I was actually his coach like a long time. He's a little guy. Now he's like a grown man. It's pretty sick. But we were talking about how easy is it really to burn your base. And there's like half of it is, yeah, it's pretty easy to burn your base. And the other part is like kind of not really. So you definitely want your iron to continually to be moving. You don't want your iron to be crazy smoking. And a lot of that smoke comes from if you're using higher temperature, like if you're using a higher temperature on the iron and a certain wax has residue on the iron from like a last time you waxed and stuff, like a really warm wax, it may end up smoking because that is like, it's too hot, right? So make sure you clean your iron off after you're done so you can try to just keep that wax as clean as possible so you're not waxing warm wax when you're trying to wax cold or vice versa, if that makes sense. Kyle, don't heat your board up too much, risking heating up the glue on your board. Totally, and you may risk delaminating your snowboard. You may risk actually melting the pores on your board, and if you do that, it's harder for your board to absorb the wax or to adhere to the wax to adhere to the board. These are great questions, dudes. I love this chat, dude. Bro, I can't find a wax in India. I haven't waxed my board last season. I think Pearl Wax does international shipping. They have some really affordable prices. They got some really great quality, and they're like a local company, local for me. And so really stoked. So you're going to notice that I am going back and forth a little bit more on the tip and tail simply because I'm trying to move the wax around and do what I need to do. Trying to get the wax there, make sure it's all good to go. Nice and smooth. I'm going to go do the same thing at the end of the snowboard. And what's also cool is that there's so many people in the chat right now who have had experience waxing their snowboard. And there's a lot of people who have their method. And you got to find what works for you and what works for your application. When I'm hitting bigger jumps, I want to make sure my wax is on point, or else hitting that big jump, I might not clear it and I'm blowing out my knees, and that's not fun. Also, I just like the way my board maneuvers and feels when the board is actually waxed. If my board feels slow, I snowboard worse because I'm not used to it. I don't like that feeling. It drives me nuts, actually. So what I'm doing now is I can actually show you guys. So I've melted. You're going to see a little bit of that. So there's lines that go here and lines that go here. It's not the prettiest because I was trying to chat with you guys, got a little distracted, probably overwaxed a little bit too much here, but it is what it is. So just getting nice lines. And then I can also shine the board at the light, go back and forth, and with that light, the reflection, you can see if there's any spots that you may have missed. If you may have missed any spots, you can simply crayon again and just add some wax to those specific spots and then go back over it in a nice smooth motion. Just like that. Boom. So I'm going to pop this down here. Now, once you have done waxed, unplug your iron. Make sure I unplug the right plug, right? I got about 17,000 plugs over here. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, so I've unplugged the iron. Now, what I'm going to do is answer some of your guys' questions right now. So I'm going to jump over here on my computer and hang out with you guys. But what I'm looking for my board is to get to room temperature. And I may wax it or may scrape it slightly early just to show you guys how to do it. But when you're actually waxing your own snowboard, you do want to wait until this thing is room temperature. I personally do not throw it outside because the contrast of going inside to outside, especially in Colorado, it's cold. It just makes the wax not adhere as well as it could, and it should. So just let it cool down to room temperature. What I like to do is I just put it in the corner of my room and I wait until the morning and I scrape it the next day. Again, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it because this is a clinic, but the board is warm. So you're also gonna notice a good way to know if your board is to room temperature is simply just feel it. I notice that this is super hot, but another way to make sure your board is not over hot is feel the other side of the board. And I notice that it's like slightly warm, but it's not baked. So that's a good indication. And again, this is a brand new snowboard, and I wax my brand new snowboard every time. I don't snowboard without waxing my brand new snowboard. So let's hop over here in the chat. I'm gonna say what's up to the fam. I'm trying to unplug the right stuff without unplugging the wrong stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna unplug you. I'm gonna unplug you. I'm gonna unplug you. There we go. All right, so we got the computer over here. Okay, so let's go. I am gonna scroll back up just a little bit and try to answer some of your guys' questions. Do you guys have any questions in here for me about what I've done so far? I am going to be releasing a nerdy video about waxing that's going to get way more intense and the process is way longer. But this is our basic guide to waxing your snowboard so you can have the sickest time that you can while you go snowboard, especially when you're on man-made snow. The snow is actually so abrasive that it will pull a lot of the wax away. And then you're going to have to wax more often because it's so abrasive. If you're riding the park, riding the pipe, riding icy conditions, you may have to wax more often, but I love to wax. It's like almost therapeutic, you know? You're just like one with your snowboard, you're feeling good, you're creating that connection, and you're just really digging your board for sure. Let's see, and Stefan666, what's up, dude? I actually was talking to my brother about that. Yes, I want to go, but I wanted to make it a surprise and just show up, and so I might just be showing up sometime. I will, I have your Instagram, by the way. I have it saved because my brother sent it to me. So just so you guys know, I'm doing a backyard series on kind of highlighting people's backyards and showing how snowboarding can be accessible. Yes, you want to go to a resort, that's sick, it's super fun, but sometimes all you got is a backyard and a PVC pipe. Well, I want to highlight people that are putting in that kind of work. So let's go. Let's see, rifle. Dude, there's so many of you guys here. This is so sick. Sean says, late to the party, what temp wax are you using for Keystone? So I am using a blue wax, which is going to be about a 0 to 15, 0 to 20 degree wax. It's a nice range, but it's also cold. I've noticed that Keystone specifically right now, a lot of man-made snow. It gets a little bit icy, but the temperatures have been cold. And when it's colder, like yesterday or even this morning, my wax was flying. I was feeling really good. And I've been waxing my snowboard for a long time, and I actually feel if the wax is on point or not based on how maneuverable or how slick my board is. I could be like, oh, yeah, I nailed it. And I know it by the time I get into the lift line. I'll know if I nailed it or not. So Aaron Snow says, you should check out my backyard, LOL. Also, Aaron lives in Texas, and he's got a sick you should make that backyard setup that we talked about, dude. I don't know what you're doing. Please says, guess I'm waxing often, Ice Coast. Yeah. Osvlado. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And then Jeremy says, take a couple lessons, game changer, to Aiden. Yes, that is so true. Okay, boom. Jay Goody 1998 says, what about base cleaner? Okay, that is a great question. There's two different tactics when it comes to cleaning your base. And sorry, I'm going to step back real quick. Aaron Snow, thank you so much for the $5 dono, dude. Let's go. I appreciate that, dude. And then when it comes to base cleaner, a lot of you guys use base cleaner. And base cleaner, there's two tactics to cleaning your base. You can do this thing called a hot scrape, which essentially heats up the base. It pushes all of the dirt and kind of everything out, and then you take your scraper and you scrape it away. That's the method that I like to use. But you also, it's in the other room, I don't have it right now, but you could also use base cleaner, which means that there's a specific base cleaner to clean your base. I was trying to say that without saying exactly that, but that's really what it is you clean your base with the base cleaner, and you can pour it on. You can take a rag and you try to grab as much dirt and stuff as possible. So let's say we're about halfway through the season. We've been riding a lot of park or a lot of trees or a lot of rails or a lot of other stuff. Your base may end up getting super dirty. Your base may get super dirty. What the problem is, when your base is dirty, it creates more friction, and friction slows you down. Now, you may be riding a lot. You may notice it, or you may not notice it. I definitely notice it. I'll notice that my board's like 10% slower, 15, 20% slower. And I'm like, what's the deal? And I'll flip over my base and it's gross. And I'm like, all right, so I just got to clean it out. Yeah, use base cleaner for sure. There's a lot of products. It's just super quick, super easy, super sick. Brian Crow says, ever waxed a 3D base yet? Burton Kilroy or some of the Joneses? Actually, I have not. I definitely need to, and I would definitely be curious about that. So I wish I had some more information on that for you. Can you can also take it to a shop for a base grind as well? Yeah, base grinds are actually pretty fire, especially if you have a lot of micro scratches in your board, or you got like a relatively deep scratch. You can get a nice base grind, and it kind of just like cleans it all up, cleans it up. I personally don't do a lot of base grinds because I usually break my board before I need a base grind. I go through about 2 to 3 boards a season, just because I'm riding 150 to 200 days a year in the equipment. I'm not gentle on my equipment. I like to hit big jumps. I accidentally get in the back seat. I accidentally run into a tree or whatever it may be. The boards end up breaking, and I do my best not to break them, but because I ride so much, they end up just kind of falling apart sometimes. No way, Rifle S says, welp, my phone is at 1%. Peace out, dudes. Here's to a great winter. Dude, thank you so much, Rifle Life, for joining the chat, hanging out with the boy. Dude, that's sick. Mobility Duo. I hope you got my message today. Both you and Mark, Sarah and Mark are flipping amazing. You guys should go check out Mobility Duo's YouTube channel. They have a bunch of mobility stuff dedicated to snowboarding, injury prevention, flexibility, balance. They're freaking fire. They're part of the team. They're part of my team. And I really love working with them because they offer something to you guys that I can't. And it's the flexibility, the stretching, those kind of things. I like talking about nerdy snowboard movements, tricks, and skills. Other cats like doing vlogs. Other cats like doing tech reviews. These guys like doing that. So it's nice to have other people who are good at what they're good at. Jeremy says, I use citrus cleaner too. Yeah, definitely an option, my dude. And then we got Steven. What up, dude? Steven, we had a good chat yesterday. Feels like it was like 14 years ago. There's a hoodie zip with boarding and being one on the mountain. Oh, dude, I don't like wearing hoodies on the hill unless it's summertime. Linda, Tommy, do you detune? Do you tune your own edges too? I've had plenty of waxes, but nervous about tuning. That, you guys want to see another live stream just like we're doing here with tuning? Because this is the brand new snowboard and the edges are gnarly. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's some things that you can do, and I'm going to talk about a basic thing on edging really quick. But I can actually show you guys how to sharpen your edges, which means I can show you what tools you will need, how to sharpen it properly, and to be able to get more life out of your board. Now, I specifically like sharp edges because I want to be able to go ride the half pipe. I want to go ride half pipe. I want to go ride jumps. But then I also want to be able to ride rails, so I need edges that can do it all. There's certain little hacks, little life cheats that I use to be able to have the versatility of riding rails and riding, sorry, I was seeing this real quick, the versatility to ride rails as well as jump. So if you guys want to know more about that, can you guys still hear me? Okay, cool. So if you guys want to know more about edging, just like Linda asked, I'm not opposed to it. I can definitely hook you guys up with some nerd. I'm going to go into one thing that I do with every single snowboard. It's called detuning your contact points. This is a big deal. And like I said, we're still chatting. I'm going to go through the next step of waxing here in a moment. My board's still warm, so I want to be able to take this opportunity to kind of nerd out with you guys a little bit. So I'm going to move my computer here just a second. I'm going to move that over. Okay, so what I like to do is clear my area. In theory, I would take this away. I didn't want to ruin my table because that would suck. So what I like to do is flip over my board. And there's two different ways you can do this. Oh, I do. Look at that. Hey, do you guys know that you have a mobile flashlight here? So don't mind me. I am not. Okay, so what I like to do is take my light, and then you can shine it underneath here, or you can shine your board like this, and you put light under, and you find the exact spot. So let's do it this way. You find the exact spot that your board makes contact. So it's right about there. So what I'll do is I'll take a pen, and I'll mark that exact contact point. So let's say it's right there. And then what I'll do is I will take a file, just a normal file, a Panzer file, whatever you have. And I'll take that file, and what I'll do is I will detune from that point. So let's say that point was here. I'll detune my edge from here beyond, and I would take off about, let's say 30% of the edge, about 30 to 40%, so that it's actually rounded. So I do that on every single contact point, which means both the heel side and toe side edge of the nose and the tail. Some of you guys are like, okay, cool, why do I care? What ends up happening is while you're snowboarding and you're making a turn, we're cruising around, we're having the sickest day ever, we're making a turn. Well, what ends up happening is that this part of your snowboard is so sharp that it will actually start digging into the snow. And let's say you're digging in about 3 inches into the snow because you're making a really sick turn. Well, then this part of the board will actually start making your snowboard turn even faster. So if I'm at a 20-degree angle and I'm at a nice cruisy pace, well, if I get early edge engagement up high, then it can actually make me do this really sporadic, crazy turn. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm out of balance, I fall over. Or what happens, you get this thing called edge lock, where your board is digging into the ground so much right there, and you're trying to not turn anymore, but your board is driving the ship, and it's just going that way, and you can't actually release your edge. Have you guys ever had that happen to you, where you're turning and your board just turns and you don't want it to? Well, a lot of that can come from not detuning your contact points. So that's the very first thing that I would do after waxing or even before waxing, is detune your contact points. As far as like the edge and stuff, I'm not going to get into that right now because it gets really nerdy and stuff. I want to answer some of your guys' questions, but that's what I do for the contact points for tuning. But yes, Linda, let me know if I should do another one. Mobility Duo says, sick tip. Real says, first time here. Dude, Real, I appreciate you coming in, dude. Let's go. That's so flipping sick. These live streams are sick. I do them every single Tuesday, and I really am here to help you guys as much as humanly possible. Okay, Aaron Snow says, Tommy rides. So this is a 150. This is a 150. This is a 151. So I got a couple snowboards back here. I usually ride between a 149 and a 151 is kind of my jam. I weigh about 135 pounds. I'm 5'5". So that 149 to 151 is not bad at all. Could I ride a smaller board? Yeah, theoretically with my height and weight, I could go down in a size. But going down in a size, a lot of times the boards will be too soft, or I don't get the right performance that I like. I like camber snowboards. Traditional camber snowboards are like the jam. Just so you guys know, I really like this setup, and you guys let me know, sitting at the chair or standing up. I almost feel like standing up and talking to you guys is kind of sick. Obviously, it's not zoomed in as much, but it's kind of sick because like I can like move around and do some 180s for you guys and maybe a backflip, who knows? But let me know if you guys like this. Should this be more of my mainstream setup, standing, talking to you guys, or should I sit down? I'm down with either. I might, adjust the framing a little bit. I might move this up so we can see this whole mountain range behind me. But yeah, that's sick. And then Please says backflip bet. Ooh, Matthew Bennett, what's up, buddy? How are you? He says, I see you, Uncle Tommy. I don't know why I'm writing this. Aw, my nephews are like little baby dudes. They're sick. So what's up, dog? And Jen says, Tommy, the snowboard preacher. Hopefully I'm not sounding too preachy, because that would suck too. Real says, what is the giveaway? So we're giving away 3 things of wax and a scraper. So you're going to be able to have 3 wax ranges, and each bar of the bar of waxes that I was using, you're going to get probably about 3 to 4 waxes out of it, if not maybe more, depending on how what methodology you use to doing that. But we're going to give away some wax here in a little bit. I'm going to go over a little bit more of the, I'm going to see what time it is, my dudes. Oh my God, it's almost time. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to scrape this board. I'm going to show you guys how to scrape real quick, and then we're going to do a giveaway, and then I'm going to answer some of your last questions. I like to be able to kind of keep this around an hour, but if we need to go a little bit longer, I'm not opposed to that, but let's see where we go. Okay, so let's go through. I know there's a bunch of you guys chatting. We got Grandpa Bob in here. We got Reels is really stoked on the giveaway, so we're going to do the giveaway here in a hot second. Let's go through this. Tommy says, stand up view wins for sure. Dude, I'm kind of feeling it, guys. I might change the light so it brightens me up a little bit more, but I'm kind of digging this. I kind of digging this a lot. It's kind of sick. Okay, let's get into scraping real quick, my dudes. Now, rip, I just dropped something. So I have a scraper. This is a Pro Wax scraper. Scrapers are sick. What's cool about scrapers on here is you have 4 points that can actually sharpen, or that you can scrape with. So you can sharpen like this facing side, both has this side and this side. You flip it around, you have that. The whole goal is to have a sharp scraper. Sharp scraper, because it makes life way easier. Trust me, guys, it is literally a game changer. I had a trash can. There it is. So I got to go find my trash can that I had set up, and I moved it because I was like, oh, what's my trash can doing here? There we go. Here we go, something like that. So, if you guys have ever waxed or you've ever scraped, these scrapers do not last long in terms of how sharp they are. You may get 25% of your board scraped, or maybe even a third with one edge, and you're gonna have to scrape, flip it over, scrape, flip it over, blah, blah, blah. Now the game changer for you guys is to pick up a scraper sharpener. They're cheap. And then all you got to do is sharpen this thing up and it's good to go. What a lot of people do is this thing gets so dull, and then you go buy another one. You buy another one, buy another one. You have 12 of these and you got to go buy another. So buy a scraper sharpener, literally game changer. I do have one. I sharpened this before I got here. I didn't bring it. Rip, my bad. So what you're going to do is you are trying to pressure this scraper equally. What I like to do is have kind of my pointer fingers pointed at the end, and I'll wrap around, and then I'll take my thumbs, and then I'll be able to push the wax, or scrape the wax off. Let's see if I can, maybe I'm gonna move a little closer. That might be cool. Got a pen over here. So what I like to do is I'm gonna take my thumbs and I'm gonna angle my sharpener about 45 degrees, and essentially what I wanna do is pull the layers of wax off the board this direction. Now notice that I'm pulling the wax off like this, and if you guys can see it, I'm pulling it like this way. What I'm not doing is I'm not angling the scraper at the board and shoving into the board. That's not what you want to do, because it can cause damage, or you're just forcing like this plastic into your base versus just pulling wax off. I see this often. This may feel like it's easier. This may feel like it's doing a better job, but it may not be as awesome for your board. And if you're having to resort to this way and it's not feeling sick, sharpen your scraper. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, take my thumbs and I'm gonna sharpen. I'm just gonna go like this. When I do this, I do have a waxing video on the YouTube channel, but when I do this with my bindings on, going snowboarding the next day, I like to place my snowboard, one end in the tire, next to my tire, like under my tire, and then I press this against kind of my belly button, and then I can put a lot of effort and pressure into the board without having to like sit on it or anything. So unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna try this without breaking any of my computers and stuff. So it almost look like this, where I'm going here, and I wanna scrape, and I'm trying to get as much wax off as possible. And then I can flip it, and I can scrape, move down, flip it, scrape. I don't want to spend 4 hours doing this for you guys, because I want to do this giveaway. So that's what I do. Scrape, and then you can look either in, the light or just look at the reflection of your board, and you can see where, okay, this spot right here has a lot of wax on it. I might want to go scrape that again. Now, some of you guys may be good with that. You may be just like scrape and go. Sometimes I scrape and go because the next step would be to brush it out. You can brush your board out and get a little bit more performance out of your board. You may get 10%. You may only get 1%, and that's going to be something that's going to be up to you. How fast do you want? How much energy you want to put into your board? Like I said, sometimes I just roll. Dude, I'm out. I just want to go somewhere. Sometimes, I want to go fast today. And if you're going to do that, you want to go from the nose of your board to the tail of your snowboard, and you're going to apply pressure and get the wax off. So essentially, you're trying to make this base as smooth as possible. So if you want to pick up, there's multiple different styles. More of your brass brush, which you might be hard to see. The brass brush takes a lot more wax off. This one takes a little bit less off. And then you also have like different ones. This is a Roto Brush. You put this on a drill, and it goes really, really fast. And you just go, and you don't put as much energy into it because the drill does the work. So personal preference. My buddy, Senaleith, big shout out to Senaleith. He uses this sometimes, but he also likes the way that this feels because he can feel a little bit more of like the resistance. When there's resistance on the board, it means there's more wax, so he can really feel it. Sometimes he's just like, dude, I got 10 race boards. I'm trying to go to the World Cup. I got 10 boards. I'm not trying to spend 10 years, but I want to still do a good job. So it is a little bit of a give and take. So do you guys have any questions with that? If you do, pop them in the chat. I'm going to try not to make too much of a mess. I also want to do this giveaway because we're going to be giving away. Big shout out to Pearl Wax. Hey, excuse me there, little fella. Okay, we got this. We're going to be doing. All right, should we do the giveaway, guys? All right, so I actually got to move over a little bit. I'm going to sit down for the giveaway because you guys are going to see how this goes. All right, so we're going to get nerdy here, guys. We are going to, for about maybe 60 seconds, maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes. We'll see how we go. I want you guys to type in the chat Pearl, P-U-R-L, capital Pearl. Type it in the chat right now. I'm going to switch screens. We're going to see all the people who have entered this giveaway, and I'm going to press a button that randomly generates a winner. And if you win, you win. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to hit me up on Instagram and be like, yo, Tommy, I won. I'm going to be like, dude, no way. Sick, let's go. And then I'm going to send your information to Pearl, either your address and stuff or whatever we need to figure out. Like, I don't know yet. Oh, well, you guys are popping off in the chat. Let's go, dudes. Let's go. We're popping off. We're popping Pearl. If you type Pearl more than once, that's not a bad thing. Let's go. Okay, we're going to see. Okay, so we're going to keep going. We got Pearl in the hat. We got Jay Goody. We got N-Gen. We got, oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of you guys. Triu, what up, dog? N-Gen. Ben, Allen, Pearl. You guys are popping off. You guys are literally popping off right now. So I'm going to try to switch. Let's see. I'm going to try to move this over here a little bit. All right, so you guys keep popping that in the chat. We're going to go for a little bit longer. Oh, here we go. 55 users. Let's go. We got 55 of you guys are eligible. I want you guys to keep popping in the chat. And then you guys are also going to see 105. 105 of you guys are popping off in the chat. Are you serious right now? Are you guys effing kidding me? We got 100 of you guys here. I had no idea there was over 100 of you. This is the biggest live stream I've ever done. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is flipping awesome. 105 of you guys. Okay, we're going to do this for about another 30 seconds. If you've not typed in Pearl, you can't win. So type in Pearl, P-U-R-L. There's 105 of you guys here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to win some Pearl Wax. And then if you guys at all, any of you guys use the Pearl Wax discount, get 20% off. It is Tommy20, T-O-M-M-I-E 20. You get 20% off your first order. They have everything from like the whole kit and caboodle kit where they just send you everything you need and you go wax your board. You replay this live stream. You follow one of the videos. You do exactly what we just did there. 109 people. Let's go, guys. You can literally just follow them. But if you guys use that discount code and you get your Pearl stuff, tag me on Instagram because I'm going to share it with you guys. And we're almost at 50,000 followers on Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, I post daily edits or daily how-to trick tips. So make sure you follow that. Also, got a really sick video coming out on Friday. So I'm going to switch screens here real quick while everyone is typing in Pearl. We're going to switch over to this screen right here. And we're going to switch over to here. Let me just confirm that it's looking good on my screen because I want to make sure that you guys see what I need to be seeing. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. So this is the way that works, guys. I just want to make sure that you know that this process of the giveaway is 100% random / there's no favoritism involved at all. So what we have here is that we have everybody, including my mods, because I don't pay any of the mods. I want them to feel part of the squad. So we got mods, regular people, supporters, and users, everybody. The giveaway type is the user. The supporter luck. Let's say you support more. Right now, I'm not going to be giving you any extra luck. So it says here, no extra luck. Regular people, no extra luck. So everybody, whoever shows up, it's fair game. It's fair game. I want it to be as fair as possible. We got Pearl keyword, and we got anti-spam, enable automatically. Okay, we don't have that. Okay. We have 100, and you guys can see over here on the left-hand side, we have 113 people popping in for this giveaway. Dudes, I am so freaking hyped. Freaking hyped. This is so hyped. I can't even speak English right now because I'm just like literally hyped right now. All right, so we got 114 people. Who do you think it is? We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Steak, what up, dog? You just won the world, the wax. So you just won 3 waxes and a 3 waxes and a scraper. So, dude, congratulations. What you need to do for me is you need to hit me up on Instagram, either screenshot this or hopefully your username is the same, but screenshot this. Let me know who you are. I'm going to switch screens back, by the way. Let me know that you won, and we will make sure that we are, hold on, come in. Sorry, guys, we got to change this. Sometimes I talk with a random accent. There you go, YouTube. So I'm just looking up his chat real quick. Oh, there we go. Dude, Steak, let's go. All right, so, dude, Steak's been here in the chat before. This is freaking sick. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of live stream because what I want to do for you guys is provide as much value as possible and get you guys as awesome as possible as snowboarders. Like that's the only goal I got is make you guys awesome at snowboarding. So I really like standing up. I thought that was really cool. This is the other way I do it. I just sit here, I talk to you guys, I vibe, you know, we're good. But standing up is kind of sick. What other things do you guys want to see me do? Because there's a lot of ideas, but I want ideas that are actually going to help you. So big shout out to everybody. Pearl, Pearl. People are still popping in. Pearl, dude, congratulations, Steak, says Bob. We also got Matthew Bennett says, great job, Stag. Matthew, miss you, bro. Eric says, what happened if your wax scrape is uneven at the end? You're trying to go to the Olympics, kind of a big deal. You're trying to ride, just have a good day, not a big deal. I'd say, you know, do your best to make it as best as possible. The more heart, not necessarily heart, let's take that back. The more energy you put into your board, you're going to go faster. But it may be 1%, maybe 5%, maybe 10% faster. What are you looking for? It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. You might not notice it. I feel like I would notice it a little bit, but that's that. Bree says, sorry if this is off topic, but I just got my first snowboard. Let's go. Dude, congratulations, Bree. Let's go. Do I trust the factory wax or just wax it? Also, how do I get over the fear of damaging it riding? Okay, that's a great question. This snowboard that I just waxed, if you didn't see the wax clinic at all, you guys, the best thing about YouTube is it's like the DVR. You can just scoot back, watch the whole thing again. I'm going to probably leave this live for about 24 hours, and I'm going to probably shut it down unless you tell me not to. I usually shut my live streams down. I usually just take them off because I don't like the way it looks when you look at my account. But if you guys find value, maybe I might even like have Matthew, big shout out to Matthew, my editor. Maybe we cut this up and make this a YouTube video. I don't know. You guys let me know. Should I leave this up or make it a YouTube video? I don't know. Also, Steven had just put something in the comment. I'm doing a, Bree, I'm going to get you in a second. I'm sorry. Steven and I are doing a Instagram contest together. Giveaway. Go check out my story. It's there. Click on his account. It's in this chat. So definitely go do that. Jono said, oh wait, okay, Bree. I got you. So Bree asked, sorry if this is off topic, to a new board. So when it comes to a new board, I personally like waxing a brand new board. The reason is that wax that is on your snowboard is a generic wax. It's sick. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty dope. But it may not be geared toward the specific temperature range that you're about to go snowboard on. So if you want a little bit more of a performance out of your board, I wax specifically for the wax temperatures that you're gonna go ride. So tomorrow it's supposed to be 20 degrees. So I'm gonna go look at my box on the wax, look at the wax, and then there's like a number thing here. I don't know if you guys can see it. So there's like temperatures here, and it says like whatever the temperature is and whatever the associated color. So this is yellow for this temperature, purple, blue, green, and it tells me exactly, hey, it's 32 degrees tomorrow, wax this color. So that's what I would do. First and foremost is I would wax your snowboard. That thing's brand new. I just waxed it. I'm gonna probably wax it 3 more times. I'm really excited. I'm gonna do a product review on that thing. It's the Academy, dude. It's Academy sick amazing board. It's the Graduate. That's right, dude. Big shout out to Chad Otterstrom for connecting us with those guys. So come on, there we go. So Bree, your second question is, how do I get over the fear of damaging your board? Or the fear of damaging it riding? That's a good question. I end up sorry, that wasn't pleasant, I know, your eardrums. I end up going through about 2 to 3 boards a year because I ride very aggressively. I don't necessarily conserve my riding to conserve my board. So I beat my stuff up, and I'm okay with that because I get a new snowboard. Yeah, it gets expensive for sure. But it's just part of my business that I need to have is a snowboard to operate, to be able to hang out with you guys, to make videos, to do whatever. I need boards. So really it's like, what's the end goal? To be better at snowboarding and to progress your riding and get a little bit more wild out there? Or is it just to cruise and have a good time and be conservative? I'm not gonna tell you what to do. It's gotta be up to you. And if it is being a little bit more progressive and getting better at snowboarding and be a little bit more wild out there, then that's just part of it. Like your board's gonna get a little beat up, but you can take it into you can get a base ground, you can wax it. Waxing it makes the board live a little bit longer. So it's gonna be personal preference, but I'll beat myself up, not gonna lie. Manolo, what up, dog? Matthew Bennett says, Uncle Tommy, your sister said something in the chat. Uh-oh, I missed it. Whoops, sorry, Ash. My bad. I have no idea where it is in this chat. Let's be honest. Greg says, do you always take the bindings off to wax? You should loosen your bindings. You should take them off. Do I always? No. Sometimes on an old beat up board, I just wax it. But if I'm really trying to take care of my stuff, yes, take them off. Let's see. Real says, I want to win. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Matthew says, I want to win too. Eric says, why would you wax it more than one time? Now, Eric, are you talking about more than one time before I go snowboard or like in its lifespan? When I was a competitive athlete, we would wax our board about 5 times before we would actually ride it. And then we would wax, ride. We had this crazy like 15 wax process to make the board as fast as humanly possible. So there are some strategies to make your board fast. Now we're talking about if I went just a tiny bit faster because of my board, well, that may mean I go another foot out of the half pipe or 2 feet. Now let's say 2 feet as an example because my board is waxed better. Well, instead of going 3 feet, I'm now going 5 feet out. It's a big deal. What if I was going 5 feet, but I added 2 more feet? Instead of 5, I'm going 7 feet out. Just by adding 2 feet of amplitude wherever you're at is a significant amount. And so waxing your board and having this crazy protocol is necessary for certain people. And maybe you want to do it because you just want to go fast and have fun and you have the time, you have the money, you have the energy, you want to do that for sure. For certain people, it is about winning or going faster or getting their riding to the next level. So when I was a competitive athlete, we did that. We're trying to give ourselves every advantage to go fast. Let's say I was hitting a 80-foot jump and the super bad conditions. Well, then I need to rely on my board to go fast so that I can go fast and clear it. But that could mean I win or lose because I cleared the jump or not. There's examples of being at the US Open where dudes were clearing the jump and doing well versus you can't even clear the jump. You're not winning, dude. So different perspectives. Oh, okay. So Eric, yeah, I definitely dove into that pretty deep. I figure he meant before he wrote it. Yep, 100%. So that's what I used to do. Steven, I'll get to that question here in a second. But Eric, yeah, that's what we would do. And what you're doing is you're making the board just as fast as possible by waxing it multiple times. It's like a crazy process. There's also this technique called hotboxing, where you put this thing, you wax your board with like really a lot of wax, and you put it in this oven at, I forget what exact temperature it is, but you put it in an oven for like 8 hours, 10 hours, and you're literally just baking that wax into your board. And that's a thing that a lot of programs, a lot of athletes will do and stuff. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Eric, awesome. Thanks for the insight. Let's go. And then Steven says, can you scrape too much wax off? I mean, this is kind of a weird question, but yes, because if you scrape so much, then you start scraping off your P-tex. There's no longer wax to scrape off, that you're actually pulling P-tex or the base material off, and you're just scraping that, scraping that, scraping that. And so yes, you can scrape too much to a point, but it's pretty hard. You got to really go ham on it. But then that's where you would scrape about 80, 90% off as much as you can. And then you get into the brushes, and then the brushes do that because then the brushes are specifically pulling wax off, not base, the actual P-tex material. So then you want to scoot. Ziggy, just use your discount code. Get Pearl Wax, got Pearl Wax coming. You're the man. Dude, let's go, Ziggy. Tag me on Instagram when that thing shows up, dude. Take a picture, tag me on Instagram. I'll share it, and they'll probably share it too, because Pearl Wax, they're a small, freaking amazing company of just like really good people. I want to have good people on my side. I want great people on my side, and they are great people. So, dude, thank you so much for using that. That's freaking sick. CeeLo says, can you make a bud about competition snowboard wax and tuning? You're probably talking about a video, I'm assuming, in the chat. So just so you know, CeeLo, me and Senna, a pro border cross racer on the US team, literally, not like, oh, he's pro. No, this dude's on the pro team. And he's podiumed at World Cup. And that's like a big deal, because those dudes, like, they're literally fighting for like 100th of a second. So imagine you and I, we're racing down, and there's a turn down there. And if we're neck and neck, who has the advantage? Well, if I was slightly ahead, then I can turn and cut you off, or make it to the gate or whatever. So the first 100 yards of that run or that race is a big deal. But let's say you're in the back. Well, if my wax is fast and I'm feeling it, then I can pass you. Wax is a big deal. So I'm using that dude. Like, I'm like, yo, Senna, what up, dog? Let's make a video. And he's like, yeah, dude, of course. I actually did a podcast with him before I blew up on Instagram, because I've grown 50K, almost 50K on Instagram in about a year, almost 20K in the last year as well. And so he's been a homie and a supporter. So it's a nice way to like kind of vibe together, shout him out, as well as get a bunch of nerd for you guys. But we go nerd. A lot of this stuff applies, but he goes like the next level. It's going to come out, I'm not sure, probably either not this week, probably the next week or so. So soon, Cyril. Greg says, just save 20% at Pearl. Yeah, buddy, let's go. Dude, 20% on the Pearl. And their stuff is sick. It's biodegradable. Like, literally, I'm not going to eat this, but like, if I got hungry, we're eating this thing. We're surviving, right? We're surviving the apocalypse. But this wax is biodegradable. If you scrape this in your yard, you scrape this in the parking lot, it does take, I forget the exact days, but it is biodegradable. And this thing is like less than $40. You can go to a shop and get a wax once. This thing will last you probably about 10 to 15. No. Yeah, 10 to 20, depending on how you use it. 10 to 20 waxes. I actually use this at summer camp, which I'm going to give you guys some information. If you guys want to come snowboard with me at summer camp, I got some big news coming up. But summer camp is a thing, and Pearl Wax also sponsored summer camp, and they gave us wax all week. And we wax all week with 10 people in one brick. So you get a lot of wax out of it. So big shout out to you guys who are using that discount code. Let's go. Ziggy says, horsehair last brush you will be the last you use. Okay, so yes, so horse brush is kind of like the polish. So okay, imagine you're like sanding something, super gritty sand, kind of fine, super fine, ultra fine. It just gets more polished, right? So that's also what you want to do when it comes to waxing. Is there are ways that you can polish and polish and polish and polish, and that polish makes you go fast. So brushing, dope. Ziggy says, Eric, Tommy is absolutely right about waxing and scraping more than once. Makes a big difference. Plus, using the horsehair brush from tip to tail will make you go super fast. Something that we didn't talk about was a Brillo pad. I think it's a Brillo pad. No, it's not it. There's like another pad where you can like buff it out and make it look shiny. There's a lot to it. Ziggy says, yo, got it, bro. Love repping good people like you. Good spirit and stoked about shredding. Got all my bros watching your videos, dude. Ziggity, right? Ziggity Z? Dude, that's sick. I'm gonna call you Zig. Dude, thank you so much, dude. Like, literally, when you share that stuff, it means the world. It's so sick that you can, that we have a platform. Like, I'm super thankful to have a platform to talk about snowboarding. I'm humbled by the number of followers that we get. And I said this in last week's live stream. It's not like, oh, look at me, I have a lot of followers. It's like, dude, we've helped thousands of people, almost 50,000 people on Instagram like what I'm doing enough, or I've helped them enough for them to follow, and 20 on YouTube. And I have a feeling we're going to blow up this year. I hope we're going to blow up. I don't know. But that just means we help more people. 20,000 people we're almost at 20K. I've helped almost 20,000 people with snowboarding. Like that's what it's about. Like that. And that also for me keeps me engaged in snowboarding, where it's not like, oh, I'm here to get X amount of followers. It's like, I'm here to help you guys. And if I can put out content that's going to help you internally, it keeps me motivated. It keeps me to drive and just show up every week. I've not missed a live stream. I've rescheduled a day and moved it a little bit because a couple of my athletes got hurt and had to deal with some stuff, but we've been there. I've posted every single day on YouTube or on Instagram for over 400 days. We're here doing the work. Ben says, bro, I literally have the exact same bar right next to me. No way, dude. Let's go. That's freaking sick. Nathan says, I would love to come to summer camp. Looked like a blast, dude. Summer camp is insane. Scotch Bright Pad. Dude, Nathan, you're a freaking lifesaver. Let's go. Steven says the gene pad isn't it. LOL. Scotch. Yeah, there we go. Alan said, yep, right. Matthew says, what is going on with chat tonight? Darn. Oh, I missed that. I don't know, dude. Dude, NGen, thank you. Also, Matthew, thank you, guys. Rusty Nail Rider says, dono link, ? Dude, that dono link should be down in the description. Let's see. I'm going to pull it up now. I don't know why I did that. That was funny. That was weird. I think I just saw a good one. And there we go. If you guys want to donate to the channel at all and help this content coming, whether it's buying wireless microphones, lights, whatever it is, GoPro batteries and all that stuff, all the donations do help a tremendous amount. Also, just using that code, supporting local people is a big deal. I appreciate that. And I think Alinda said, Tommy, can you do a border cross video sometime? I have trouble picking up speed. I kill the speed on turns. Okay. The whole thing about, let's be real here. I don't want to just make a border cross video. If I'm going to make a border cross video, I'm going to do it with my pro snowboard friend, Senalith, because he has such amazing insights that we work well together. I say something, and he's like, oh yeah, that bounces this idea. And then he says something, and I'm like, oh, what about this idea? And then we start building and vibing off each other about how to be awesome. He's an elite snowboarder who knows a lot of the tricks of the trade. And I've competed and coached border cross a lot, so I know the tricks of the trade. But if we can come together and make the sickest border cross video, yes, please. That sounds sick. What's also cool is like, I just want to make content that helps you guys and that nobody else really knows about. And there's people that know a lot, but they may not be in YouTube, or a lot of people may not have had experience. Well, luckily for me, I do, and luckily for you, we're gonna get you there. Okay, Jeremy says I still want to go to summer camp. Dude, camp's gonna be sick. I'm super hyped for camp. Pearl has a badass brush you put on a drill. Don't mind me, go me. Okay, so this is called a Roto Brush, my dudes. Look at this thing. It's It's like, so this is more like it's more of a soft bristle. You maybe can tell, maybe you can hear it, I don't know. But this is like more of a soft bristle. And this thing like is a little bit more of like a polish. And you're just like, yo, Rusty Nail Riders, $25. Just enjoy the Ranchos at Bread and Salt in Frisco. Oh my gosh, dude, you're buying me a meal? Let's go. I was actually telling one of my friends about you Rusty Nail Riders, because Rusty Nail Rider will be like, donos, here's $20 for taxes. And I'm like, he just gets it. Like, he gets it. Like, taxes are a big deal, my dudes. Taxes are, they're a thing. And luckily, I can write this stuff off in taxes, but I'm still paying taxes. I'm still having to blah, blah, blah. But, dude, I appreciate it, dude. The meal, I got to take the GF out. We'll go out and we'll hang out a little bit. Go for a nice little meal. So, Rusty Nail Riders, thank you so much for the $25, dude. Also, when you come to Frisco, when are we going to do a turn? When are we going to make a video? Question mark? DM me that. Let me know when you're coming out. Nathan says, tips, skills, just look effortless when you ride. Dude, that's definitely like the goal, right? If I can make you guys awesome and just make you guys feel like so much better on a snowboard. And imagine if you're better on a snowboard and then you can have more fun. You go to more places. You go to more challenging terrain. You go experience things you've never experienced. That's my goal for you. That's my goal. Eric says, doesn't mean to keep smashing the chat, but, dude, I love it, dude. Okay, but I'm 5'8", 240. Does anyone have any recommendations on board sizes? Everyone I ask has different opinion. Usually it falls out of the manufacturer's specs. Yeah, that's true. 5'8". So you have, yeah, that's interesting. I literally just got back from buying an Icon. An iron. No way, dude, you got an iron? Let's freaking go. You can go back and watch this whole thing. If you want to watch the nerdy techie video, scoot back because it's like DVR, you know. Go back a little bit, and you. I think we started at like 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in, you'll be able to find it. So 158 for weight. Yeah, it's interesting because here's what I recommend you do. You're gonna go demo a board. You're gonna go demo 5 snowboards. And what I mean by demo is you can go to a shop, be like, hey guys, I wanna go ride a snowboard, preferably a shop at the mountain, because you can just go ride, come back, ride, come back, ride, come back, blah, blah, blah. You wanna go demo a board. Go find a camber snowboard or a hybrid snowboard, whatever you prefer, whatever the application is, and go ride at 155, go ride a 160, go ride something in between, and go feel what you like. At the end of the day, if I told you to go buy a snowboard and this is the best one and you hated it, it sucks because you hate it. I've been in the position myself where, hey, I went to New Zealand. I literally was like about to spend $600 on a snowboard. And I said, I don't know, maybe the shop at Cadrona has it. Well, I went up there, rode that snowboard, flipping hated it. But I demoed a different board. I tried a different board, and I was like, I didn't even know this thing existed, and I bought it. And that's that board back there, one of those. I literally demoed a board that I thought I was going to buy, hated it. Found a new snowboard, and I only knew I liked it because I rode it. The specs are amazing. The technology is insane. The base material is fastest thing ever, but I didn't like it. Go demo a board. I could tell you 10 boards. I could tell you the exact board to ride, and if you hate it, it sucks. You wasted your money. Go demo a board. So I know that's not the answer you want. You want me to give you the magic answer of this board's going to be the best board for you, but ultimately, you got to feel the right board. Man, this board, and what you need to look for is this board feels like it's really hard to turn. Okay, cool. Now you know that. You know, write it in your notes or whatever. Go to another board. Oh, wow, this thing feels really easy to turn, but it's like unstable and I don't like it when I go fast. Okay, go to another board. This thing is like the sickest. It's like maneuverable, but it's stable. It's so sick. Credit card, boom. Go demo boards, go ride them, then buy them. That's my thing. That's what I did. That's what I did with these guys with Academy. I was like, before I promote you guys, I need to like the board. I'm not going to just promote you and blah, blah. I need to like your boards. And so I do some product reviews for Academy. They are a freaking amazing company. You guys, I'm going to be putting out videos for them. You get free shipping if you use my code, which is Tommy20, I think. Hit me up if you want the code for that. But Academy's sick. But I needed to try it because on specs it looks dope, but like I need to try it. So that's not the answer you're looking for, but that's the best thing you can do because it's exactly what I do. Is I test my boards, find out if I love or hate them, and then make my buying decision based off of my feel, not the graphics. Yeah, Engine. Roams aren't especially stiff. Stale, it's pretty sick. I like those boards. And Jen says, that's one of the complete lines. Artem, what up, dog? Dude, I saw your name earlier. Sorry I didn't say what up, dude. I hope you're doing good. I saw you message me the other day. I didn't get back to you. I've got like 90 unanswered requests and 148 messages I haven't got back to. So if you've DM'd me on Instagram in the last couple of days, I'm sorry I haven't been getting back to you. I have like whatever math that was, over 200 messages that I haven't gotten back to. I apologize. You're amazing. I apologize. Steven says, I almost got an academy, but couldn't pass up all the info Never Summer. Maybe next time. Did you know that academy boards are printed at the Never Summer, manufactured at the Never Summer warehouse? Uses like not the same technology of shapes, but the quality is amazing, and it's American made. Colorado, American made. They're the same manufacturer. Legit, right? Kyle says, picked up Never Summer, the Bone 153 wide for the season. Let's go. I would ride more Never Summer stuff if they had more of a camber option. That's why Academy's sick, because they're like kind of the same company. Not the same company, but same manufacturer. And they have a bunch of camber stuff. Pretty fire. Oh, Steven says, LOL. No, I didn't. Dude, yeah. Kyle says, picked up, we already talked about that. Ziggity Z says, Tommy, I'm digging the tutorial breakdowns on the gram. They have been clutched lately as I'm counting down the days until my big trip to Pow Mao. Dude, let's go. I'm stoked that you're digging the content on Instagram, dude. I've been on the grind with that Instagram, dude. Over 400 days in a row. Oh my God. Dudes, oh my God, I'm so stoked. Okay, I haven't posted it yet, guys. I haven't posted it. It is on the Instagram. It is on the Instagram, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. So I had a meeting today. Oh my gosh, this is so hyped. Some of you guys don't know. Some of you guys know. So a bunch of you guys will know. I'm making my own app. And I got one of the boys is literally helping me out so much. I'm so pumped. We got an app guy, app developer who is helping us out. He's amazing. Like every time I talk to this dude, I literally I don't know. I just enjoy it. Like there's some people I can listen to or let them ramble for hours, and I just like enjoy their vibe, their energy, their presence. This is one of those dudes. Like it's so sick. But you guys can't see it. Check my Instagram story. But but I have like, this is all the app little the little slides and stuff for the app. Like we're actually working on the app, dudes. It's not a fake thing. So I'm making an app that has all my Instagram trick breakdowns, over 400 breakdowns, and then you can filter them out. Hey, I want to learn a butter. Oh, Tommy's made 12 videos on butters. Now I can go look at them. Hey, I want to learn a backside 360. Well, go filter out and go find a backside 360. Oh, backside 360 off a jump, off a big jump, off a rail, off a side hit, off a catwalk, switch. You can be able to do that. But equally as awesome is we're going to have a friend finder. A lot of you guys, I know, struggle. Hey, I really love snowboarding. It's fun, but I just go by myself and it's not sick. Well, I want to solve that problem for you. So we're making a friend finder within the app so that you can be like, yo, let's go ride. But then like, dude, riding with somebody that doesn't like to ride what you ride is not sick. Like, let's be honest. You're like, yo, let's go ride the park. And they're like, I don't want to ride the park. Well, then that's not fun for either of you. What if you're like, dude, I want to go ride moguls. And your dude's like, yeah, that's lame. I personally like riding moguls. I'm going to make a whole video on riding moguls again. But so what you're going to do on the app is you're going to be able to identify, you're going to have like these like different filter systems. Like, okay, you're going to rate carving, park, rails, jumps, pow, cliffs, groomers, steeps, blues, whatever. You're going to have this like category system, and then you're going to go, hey, there's 10 people on the mountain right now that are using this app. Oh, I'm going to go check out their profile. Oh, their 3 main things that they love are riding groomers, trees, and pow, and they don't like riding the park. Well, if you resonate with that person, go ride with that person. Be like, yo, what up, dude? Let's go ride. Because you guys can resonate, and you can ride with people that you want to ride with that are doing the same thing. I do not enjoy riding certain things. Just cruising around doing groomers, not a fan. I want to go jib, I want to go play, I want to go send, I want to go do cliffs, I want to go hit pow. I want to do that stuff. So I got to find somebody who has that same mindset. So that's what the app's going to be about. But we're like putting in moves. So check out my Instagram story. I'm about to do a story on that. I don't know why this thing is like blowing up real quick. The audio was like spiking. Sorry if it's blowing out your eardrums, guys. Kyle says, Steven, it is forgiven. Steven, seriously, a great pick. I demoed a ton of all mountain boards, and that Proto is sick. Pop turns on a dime. Sick landing pad. Also floats, blah, blah, blah. So sick. Love to hear that. M Matrix 77, that's fire. I just figured that out. Moguls are for snowboarders, challenging AF, but G-darn rewarding. Dude, I like moguls. I used to have my athletes train front three or all 4 180s. So 4 180s, 4 360s, and 540s in the moguls because it teaches you how to throw fast, and land. And there's so many skills you can develop in the moguls. And then I posted this video on Instagram about moguls, and a bunch of people are trying to roast me so hard about like snowboarders ruin moguls. And I'm like, 99% of snowboarders don't like moguls. They're not in there. They're not ruining the moguls, bro. And we had a nice, I wasn't mean. I had a nice polite conversation. He's like, yeah, my bad. You're probably right. And I was like, more skiers don't know what they're doing, ruining the moguls, than there are snowboarders snowboarding moguls. Like, not a lot of snowboarders snowboard moguls. It was really funny, but that's part of like the internet. People love to just be mean, especially people that are mean, like to be more mean. And they're lame, super lame, super lame. And they just want to tell you how to live your life. They're lame, super lame. I'm talking about one person in particular. Never summer hybrids are loose when you want it to be and grabs when you push it. Dude, that's so sick. Dude, NGen, thank you so much for being a supporter, dude. NGen is amazing, dude. I really appreciate you being the mod and the hand plant and just being the freaking boy. I appreciate that, man. NGen says, Ben, I tested 12 boards from Rome this year, and they are not all really stiff. Not all really stiffer than other brands. And dude, NGen's tested 12 boards. Dude, NGen is literally doing what I'm saying. Like, it's a big deal. Test boards. And then when you find a board you love, just buy that forever. That's until they no longer have that model and you cry. True story. Kyle says, oh wait. Kyle says, Ziggity, no one could have said it better. Steven says, thank you so much. Making me feel the hype. Ben says, oh, different from what I've heard on reviews and stuff. I guess just personal experience. Yeah. And that's the thing, guys. What I have, one of the hardest things I have with recommending a board is my thought on product reviews and board reviews is here's the technology of the board. This is what it's designed for, and this is who it's for. This board right here is stiff. It is really sick at carving, high speeds, hitting big jumps. If you want a board to do that, this board is fire. But I'm not going to tell you, hey, this board sucks, because that board may be the best board you ever rode, and then that board may keep you in snowboarding and get you hyped and pumped because you're now a better snowboarder and you're just like hyped on life. So I go through a perspective of this is what it's about and this is who I recommend it's for. Find the board. Find maybe this board's for you if this is what you want it to do. Jeremy says, mean people suck. Yup. Matrix 8 word agree. Tommy, LOL. And yes, I think I know who you're talking about. I like. Oh no. Oh, I don't think you're. I think you think you know, but I don't think you know what I'm talking about. Because who you're talking about, the biggest LOVE ever. If we're talking about the same person, nothing but love, nothing but love. Ziggity says, thanks, Kyle. Love that board. NGen says, LOL, Tommy, I'm a board hoarder who works in snowboard shops. One board I can't understand that need more. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude. Ben, dude, thank you so much for hanging out, dog. I really appreciate that. I'm out, my dudes. Peace, dude. Thank you so much for hopping in, dude. We've been popping off tonight, dude. This has been a freaking sick chat. This has been sick. Kyle says, anyone ride the Never Summer Warlock before? I have not. Have a good one, Ben. Have a good one, Ben. How are we doing in here? All right, guys, so I'm going to end that there. We kind of went freaking ham tonight. Thoughts on DC boards. I rode a DC PB&J one time within 3 turns. Loved it. Broke it. Never bought another one. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Rip, rip. Personal preference. ARC video. Stoked to try the Ride Agenda Rocker board I just picked up to see how it compares to the Capita. NGen says, NGen, you a LibTech guy, right? Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing some more. So big shout out to Pearl Wax for helping us out. Big shout out to Academy Snowboards. If you guys want any information on those guys, I do have a product review of the proper camber on my channel. It is fire. It is sick. Check it out. It's a camber snowboard. It is a fun jibby camber snowboard, but not super stiff. I just got the Graduate, which is a stiff camber board, which I'm really looking forward to because I like stiff snowboards, even for jibbing and buttering and playing and stuff. So if you guys are looking for like any boards and stuff or want product reviews, let me know. I definitely am going to be doing the Graduate, and I'm going to be doing I have a thing on proper camber. If you're looking, I think I have a deal with them where I can get you guys free shipping. So that saves you like 40, 50 bucks on shipping. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. Just DM me on Instagram and just tell me you're from the live chat, and I'll definitely prioritize you guys over anyone. Also, pizza. Who was it? Pizza. My dude, where you at? I just want to make sure I'm getting it right. Oh no, it's steak. It was steak. My dude, steak, dude. Steak, juicy. You've got to send me a DM and on Instagram so I can hook you up with some free wax. Congratulations. And thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Today was super amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed the nerdy, semi-nerdy wax clinic. Other topics that you guys have for live chats, let me know because we're hyped. We're hyped to do live chats. We do them every single week, guys. Every single week. Every single week. All right, guys, so I'm going to end it on that. All of you guys are freaking amazing. I love every single one of you guys. You guys are my dudes. We're trying to take over the snowboard industry, not in the industry. We're trying to take over YouTube and just put out quality content and get you guys helped and make you guys better at snowboarding. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. We're going to end that there. I love you guys. We're out. You're amazing. Keep killing it. Peace. I thought I hit the right button, but then I like hit the wrong button and then I hit the right button. So I don't know. Bye. Oh, what? That was weird. This is awkward. I missed the button again.